Hey guys, it's Hustlemon, and yeah, cheers for dropping by in today's video. So we're on episode number 10 of my investment binder series, the big double digits. We finally hit it, and yes, we're going to be celebrating this particular milestone by announcing the winner of the giveaway that I dropped as of last episode. So we're going to do a little spin the wheel at the end, and obviously see who was the lucky person to win this. A lot of things that I need to touch upon, a lot of different things that have happened since over the course of the last month. So my mind's going all over the place trying to think where do we start off from. As always, firstly, timestamps below, so a bit of a long intro. If you want to go ahead and jump to obviously the binder, feel free to do so. But I guess first change, a new hairstyle. Why have I done this? I'm trying to avoid looking like Mr. Mime, guys. That's what it is. So I basically went for the buzz cut because I'm going to start using derma rollers. I'm going to give that a try. I got like a little receding hairline at the back. Could you believe it? I'm in my 30s and I'm balding, like depressing as it is. It's just one of those things. My wife isn't too happy with the look, but you know what? I said, look, we'll try it, see what we can do. It's a losing battle. Age is inevitable. Time will always be the winner, but you know, not everyone gets the hairstyle of Professor Oaks in their 60s. Most of us basically end up looking like a Snorlax or Mr. Mime. You take your pick. So next up, guys, quickly want to touch upon as well. Obviously, it's the summer holidays. People out there enjoying themselves. You might hear some random little screams from kids or whatever. I know I've not kidnapped anybody, but it's just one of those things. I don't have a studio. I don't have noise isolation. So if you hear anything in the background, I really do apologise. But it's just me in my spare bedroom, like my little man cave over here, like to record this sort of content. So it's just one of those things. I can't cover everything. Might even be my daughter. She might just be like screaming because she's watching either Bluey or Miss Rachel. I don't know. She'll take a pick, and then let's focus on Pokemon, guys. Let's go away from the personal. So I do want to actually just give a quick announcement to one of my subscribers who's I want to say thank you to as well. So Josh Pokemon, he's been on this channel pretty much since this beginning. He's subscribed, he's been a regular person that's commented, and obviously I touched upon the issue with Poke card values as of last month where they're no longer updating the UK price, so I had to force myself to do the US price points now for the most up-to-date market. He's luckily enough, like in his own personal time, gathered all the list of cards that I have in my binder, set it up like an Excel document and going through it all so we can have the most up-to-date UK price points available. Obviously he can do it only in his spare time, so he's actually done it for this month, so that's great. We've got an up-to-date price point to work in at the end of this month. But I just want to say, look, appreciate it, mate. You know, thank you for actually helping the community out altogether, not just you myself, but the community out in this way, because that's, you know, it's great that someone's actually taking the time to go out and do this. And that, with that being said as well, let's go ahead and actually look into the obviously the updates in what's happened since of last month. The collection value for the USA market is sitting at £430. That's a substantial increase since the last since where we ended it up, because the USA market was at £345. The UK market was at 525. Obviously I touched upon this as well, and I made a whole damn content video around it. The Team Rocket's Tyranitar, the stamp card, that this was going to fly up in the USA market because of what happened with the bots basically like stealing all the cards. The UK market had a rare win where we were able to get hold of these cards. A lot more collectors had it for themselves, and that's just one of those situations. Like, it's a rare W. There are a few other cards in the UK market where we pay cheaper in comparison to the USA market, but that's like few and far from. Obviously, like I said, the USA market has a lot more products, a lot more exclusive, a lot more like just different variety of stuff. That's why the single cards over there are a lot more cheaper in comparison to our market. But I genuinely thought with the way that obviously I had to set up the whole video structure now, that we'll be seeing the collection value for the USA market in the red, but we're still in the green, and we're probably going to remain in the green for at least a good short while now because of the Team Rocket's Tyranitar. So a rare W And yeah, I just want to quickly shout out to my American audiences as well. Obviously, I look at my YouTube Studio analytics, where however you want to pronounce it. Anyway, it's the data that just shows where my audiences are basically watching this type of content. About 13 to 14% on average come from the States, in particular for this series, which is fantastic. That is what I wanted the series to be about. It was a way to unite the hobbyists, the collectors, the investors all into one neat little content. I know it's like it seems like an impossible task, and it is, but there seems to be a lot of audiences from like different parts of the world that obviously gravitating towards this particular series. So I appreciate it, guys, you know, that you're from the States and you're watching this out, hopefully this content remains relevant to you guys as well. I guess collectors just like seeing what other collectors are doing over here. Most of my content's obviously focuses around the UK market, but it's nice that I've been able to unite you know, people from different parts of the world to watch this series. And they've actually some people come on board and comment saying like, I'm from the States, but you know, I appreciate that you share this information at XYZ, etc. So I just wanted to take my time to acknowledge I guess my American crowd, my American audiences, just to say thank you, and hopefully, you know, you guys continue to stick on board. But yeah, with that all being covered, apologies for the long intro. Let's go ahead and talk about obviously what we're doing on this episode. So I've got 6 cards I'm going to be adding onto the binder this month to complete a whole nother page. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out these 6 cards that I've added in on today's episode. So guys, to kick it off this month, we're adding 3 cards into the binder, and that's right, it's the Valuation GX. I'm sure you're going to guess the next one. Vaporeon GX, and finally the Jolteon GX. It was actually the Jolteon that gave me that bit of that light bulb moment to go ahead and get hold of these cards. Basically, what happened last month, I unboxed the Jolteon GX tin, and I've just thought to myself, you know what? I ended the last month investment binder series by having another Sun and Moon era Black Star promo cards. We had the Hidden Fates version, so we had the Charizard, the Gyarados, and the Raichu. And I just thought having the evolutions going with it, all part of Sun and Moon era as well, side by side in that binder, would absolutely look badass. So yeah, I've just ended up copying the other 2 as well. Like Flareon, I spent £5 on eBay. Vaporeon, £7, slightly a bit more because of the postage. Jolteon, I'm gonna knock off the £4 like I mentioned from the tin as well. But overall, all 3 are in mint condition, absolutely look incredible. And I just love the way that they match with the other attributes out there, because obviously it's fire going with fire, with Charizard and Flareon matching one another, Jolteon going with Raichu, and Vaporeon going with Gyarados, all number coordinated as well, so it's all in cool structure, and I think future collectors will appreciate that as well. Just a quick thing as well, I love these half art like Black Star promo cards, and I hope Pokemon does do a lot more of these in the future. These are unique looking Black Star promo cards. Yes, all 3 cards will be a slow burner, but they will climb up eventually in price. What I noticed particularly as well, just a quick thing, if you guys are interested in these cards, you can buy them cheaper single, it's like in comparison to on eBay as a bulk. Like all 3 people are listing it for like 20 to 25 pounds, but however you can get each one of them between like £5 to £7 range, which I found a bit odd. But it's just one of those things, maybe some people like the convenience and they like the fact that other collectors do have them, rather than having like just that random loose one out and about. But again, do your research, look into it, buy mint condition as possible, like I always advise. But I just think all this like looks absolutely incredible in the binder, and I'm sure some of you guys out there will agree in the comment section below. Anyway, I did say I wanted to focus on outside the Generation 1 Pokemon, so the next 3 cards are not going to be Generation 1 Pokemon. So let's go ahead and check it out. Right, next up guys, we're adding the Steelix from Cosmic Eclipse. Now, a bit of a funny story about the Steelix. Basically, I was eyeing up the Steam Siege Mega Steelix, and what happened, it's doubled in price. Obviously, that's probably to do with Mega Evolutions. A lot of Mega Pokemons are now starting to climb up. I was like, damn, that's like the second Steelix that's got away from me. So I was really, really determined to get a freaking Steelix, just because It's one of them Generation 2 Pokemons that I love straight away. Like seeing that new evolutions of like old school Pokemons being introduced in the Silver and the Gold era. I just had to basically find something. Then I spotted this, and like I mentioned before in a previous video, Cosmic Eclipse continues to surprise me. I thought it looks absolutely badass. I found this on £11 on eBay. I was like, yep, that's going right in. And basically, it looks absolutely badass on the binder as well. Obviously, also to represent the Steel City known as Sheffield, where I'm from. It just naturally was going to work well for me. But yeah, Cosmic Eclipse, absolutely fantastic set. It is starting to climb up as well in price right now, because not long ago you can get Cosmic Eclipse on eBay for about £25. I looked at it now for single booster, it's ranging around the £40 area. What I say is, from the Sun and Moon era, easily, in my eyes at least, top 3 sets. Obviously we know Team Up is absolutely ridiculously inflated in price as well, but if you look at Cosmic Eclipse and the different style of like Pokemons, the variety, the artworks, etc., absolutely badass. And I think it's one of those things that people are not going to sleep on it for much longer, and naturally that means these type of cards does increase in price. But you let me know what you think. I think this Steelix looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'm just glad to have it onto this binder. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So next up, guys, we've got Iono's Bellibolt EX. Now, this actually comes from the Iono's Premium Collection box, which was launched just about a month or two ago in the UK market for £40. You can pick up the promo card on eBay for £8. So, yeah, big price difference. You look at the USA market, £1.58. So definitely going to take a hit on the USA wallet in terms of stats overall at the end. But look, at the end of the day, I've been seeing a lot more Bellibolt merchandise everywhere I go, from HMV to Smiths, etc. I'm just seeing it about, and I'm like, like some of the new school audiences like obviously the combination of Iona and Bellibolt together. I mean, what is there not to love? Like a big bowl of jelly looking really happy. So it's just one of those things. I'm trying to like find some newer school Pokemons that I have a bit more appeal towards. Like I like Fuecoco, I like Miraidon. I'm just seeing what else is out there. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, and I think if you're going to actually get hold of the Iona Premium Collection box, wait for it to go on sale, hopefully around Black Friday, both in the UK and the USA market. It will dip heavily in price as well. Not long ago you could have got it in the UK market for £32 plus free delivery from Xavi as well. Don't pay full price, because if it's a card that you want to add onto your binder as well, you know, just with the 6 packs you got alongside it, if you can get around the £32 to even below £30 area, then it's worth it, because the 6 packs and the variety is cool. Acrylic display piece is a hit and miss from you know, like for some people. I don't care much about it, but some people would, so each to their own. Either way, it's going into my binder, and I think it fits in nice and neat in the middle. Right, guys, and the final card that we're adding onto the binder this month is the Metagross Illustration Rare. I basically picked this up on eBay for £14 in total, and yeah, I love the artwork on this. Look at him in like a whole like snowfield over there. You got Metagross rolling in the background, helping out the tractor. Cool looking design and artwork, definitely appeals. I get my wife to record me putting the cards in the binder as well, and she looked at the card and says, "Oh, that it looks absolutely cool." So I really love this card, and like obviously she knows bits about Pokemon, etc., but she's not into it as much as I am. But even she liked the look of this card and said, "Oh, you should get this one graded." I'm like, "Yep, maybe," but you know, like again, it just goes to show that the artwork can stand out to other people who might not be into the hobby as much as I am, or you know, everyone else out there, but they appreciate these style of like illustrations that Pokemon does great. And Metagross is just one of them Pokemons I think is, you know, he looks like he's wearing a Scottish flag, so maybe that might be where, as you know, some like fans from like Scotland that might like Metagross a lot more. But for me, I just think it looks absolutely badass. To be honest though, this should be the Scottish national Pokemon, because look at him, he's definitely got the Scottish flag on over here, and he's like trampled in snow. that is summarizes Scotland pretty much. Like, that is genuinely it. So there you go. Maybe I found a national Pokemon for Scotland over here, but you let me know. Either way, guys, this is the final card that I'm adding onto the binder. So we got another section of like pages completed as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and tally up all at the end and see what we've come out with. Right, guys, that's all me done and dusted for today, and yeah, let's go ahead and break it down over here. We spent £49 in total, and we're still in the green, baby. We are £471 up for the USA collection value, but the UK value is sitting at £601. That's honestly quite impressive, considering that obviously we're 10 months in, 7 pages now completed on the investment binder, so it's definitely starting to feel a bit more heavier with all the top loaders and cards inside it, but overall doing really well. Obviously, it goes without saying, Team Rocket's Tyranitar is doing well on both markets. But let's just go for a quick breakdown for the USA market, just because I've never really covered it beforehand. So some of the standout things is the Arceus XY83. Seems to be pretty much the same. It's increasing in both US and UK market. Charizard UPS as well, increasing in the USA market. In the UK market, that's roughly about £25. Let's see what else we can discuss. So the Galarian legendary birds, the Moltres, the Zapdos, and the Articuno, all doing really, really well in the USA market in terms of like how cheap they are to get hold of. In the UK market, because obviously the Crown Zenith tins is pretty much extinct, they're like about triple the price. You might even have to spend like about £5 on each one of them cards. Absolutely incredible looking Black Star promo cards as well. Licking Tongue surprisingly cheap in the USA market, £7.50, double the price for him in the in the UK market, which is about £15. The Mewtwo, obviously Black Star promo, doing pretty much the same. Celebrations, Mirror Match, which I reckon Celebrations will do well in the future, considering that we're touching the 30th year anniversary. What kind of surprised me as well is how cheap the original first edition cards are in mint conditions. Like, look, £2.50 value. That is pretty much like triple in the UK price. So I've got family in Michigan, so I may have to travel to USA one day on the sole purpose to buy a lot of vintage cards and saves a lot of money over there, basically. And final thing as well, it doesn't go without saying, Evolving Skies is basically off the shelves everywhere you go. It's absolutely ridiculously inflated. No matter where I pinpoint you drop in the world, that's what you're going to pay for. And the Umbreon and the Black Star promo that comes in the Evolving Skies triple blister pack is quite expensive for a Black Star promo card. But yeah, that's me all breaking it down now. Now I'm going to hope this works, because Instagram, I'm trying to learn things over here whilst we do this. So basically, obviously we're going to do the spin the wheel now. So I'm on live now. Apparently I need to record it for a minute. So I have basically been like testing this out, and my live screws up. My camera's not set up properly because I'm trying to juggle everything with one hand. So this time round, what I am doing is I'm trying to offer the receipts. That's what I'm going to do. So let's minimize this. Sorry, I'm basically trying to record this now as well. So Instagram Live, if it works, and I hope it does work this time around, because otherwise I'm done. If it screws up now, you're just going to have to take my word for it. This is basically me obviously doing the spin the wheel. I just ended the 10th episode, and I'm doing the giveaway winner as well. So I've screwed up a few times trying to like figure it all out, but I think I've got the recipe now. I think I'm all good. And by the way, in case you're wondering, Instagram Live is going to be disabled soon unless you have 1,000 followers. So for my 12 followers on Instagram, you're not going to see any more lives soon from me. But either way, here's the people that entered it. We got Josh Pokémon, a regular commentator, and the guy that's helped me out obviously with today's episode. So thank you once again. Mubzander, you've been commenting a lot recently as well on this channel, so appreciate it as well. Emma Williams 7438, the Glimmerman and the Great Satan, the ultimate battle between the light v dark over there. Coincidence? I think not. KES Lad Brup, I hope I said that how you want me to say it. So there we go. Andrew YF3LU, I'm glad I didn't get that tongue twisted. And finally Zactap4417, apologies if I didn't say that quite correctly, but right, for the love of God, please work. So let me see. I think we got it. I think we're good. Yeah, we should be good. Whoever wins now wins, and if it's not recorded live, if I don't have the receipts, it is just what it is. It can't land on blank. Surely not blank. Are you joking? We have a winner. No, we don't. That's the problem. We don't have a winner. Emma Williams? The Glimmer Man? Okay, Glimmer Man, congratulations. So yes, you are the winner of this giveaway. Yeah, just get in touch with me on TikTok or on Instagram. I'll drop you a message as well quickly before I release this video, just to get your details. And I hope now everything is up and running. I hope this can be shared. Let's have a look. Can you can you share it now? Links will be shared live. Oh my days, how do we do this? Oh god, I freaking hate it. I'm not gonna do this again, guys. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. End your live stream. Can you now share? Share it as a reel. I guess I'm just gonna put live. What am I doing? Whatever, it's done. I can't be arsed. I've gone above and beyond. Guys, it is what it is, okay? Look, I'm a small YouTube channel. I've not got this massive setup and like everything. It's all done. Let's just go ahead and round it up. Look, I appreciate all you guys watching. As you can see, I'm not the most tech-savvy person on social media as well. But yeah, thank you. Look, I really do appreciate all your time for obviously supporting the content of this channel and tuning in and watching it. If you did enjoy the content, just do us a favor, hit the like button. It really does help me out on the YouTube algorithm. Share, do all the fancy stuff that obviously YouTube asks you to do. I'll be back next month as normal for more content of the Investment Binder series. But yeah, hopefully you appreciate it as well. I'm more than happy to hear suggestions for any cards that you guys can recommend. But either way, yeah, I'll do my best to respond back to you as soon as possible. But without me rambling on too much, because I feel like this has taken too much of my time already. Thank you once again. Take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all next time.